Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On first down, Flowers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. On third down, it's Flowers, and he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. Out to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Fields dancing to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Flowers. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
As a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 44, Fields. Throwing right, and that's complete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Flowers. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting. Defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Again, it's Elliott. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
7-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words has really worked its way into.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 2nd down, it's Flowers. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got some space here.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have in that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Operating from the gun, Fields escaping the pressure right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Being chased out left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Bears are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive...
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. And after the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give to Elliott. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Rolling to his right. A little juke, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Flowers, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10. Fields. He finds his man. Complete. It's Andrews. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Now Elliott. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Burrow down around his goal line.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Now Burrow. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down now, it's Flowers. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now it's Fields. Steps away to his left.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Up the middle they go. Flowers. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 27, Fields. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Flowers. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Johnson will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Fields trying to throw for it.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for two, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down, here's Mixon.
And he'll take this to the 30. About 3. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Here's Jackson to return. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bears take over.
The Chicago offense set to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw again on second down. Fields steps away. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Forced out to his left. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And there's just one quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the fourth quarter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he is out of bounds here. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down and goal. Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward. Touchdown.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Credit good coverage there in the pass breakup to Pat Surtain.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
One play action. Fields
rolling to his left.
And he's got this to Jefferson. He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Bears!
Justin Jefferson,
48 yards.
And the Bears add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad
was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And make him 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
And out now, here come the Bengals.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Burrow.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Fields now to throw.
That's caught at the 1. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on two-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Out to his left. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Dancing to his left. This pass complete to Higgins.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
First down. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And a catch right side by Evans. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And very, very hard for for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Third and 2, now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now Fields. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time.
Now Burrow loses the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Off play action. Fields rolling to his left. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Fields. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it would probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
And the Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Thank you, everybody, for another great season. It's been immaculate. It's been incredible. This was a great stream, great Super Bowl. Thank you very much. Until next time, it's been Lone Wolf Calamity, the Horror Cop, Lone Wolf Network. You know what's up. Peace out. See ya. Bye-bye.